We need to make sure athletic shorts. And I know, boys, you're thinking, I don't understand why it's not fair. Athletic shorts go past your knees. I didn't make the rules. Well, I kind of did. But that's the rules. So that's just what we're going to stick to. And that doesn't mean that you can wear athletic shorts. So everybody who's going, well, I got a detention for athletic shorts, that's what you're going to get. And if you don't serve it, you're going to do a Saturday school. So just don't wear them. And if you really want someone to blame the girls, because they pretty much ruin everything. They ruin the dress code. They ruin, ask Adam. Look at Eve. It's really all you really get to get to. Okay, you can really go back to the beginning of time. So it'll be like that the rest of your life. Get used to it. Just keep your mouth shut. Suck it up. Follow the rules. All right. Speaking of girls and boys, PDA. We're gonna need to limit that. We're gonna need to limit that a little bit. Just take that down a notch. Okay, or 10. All right, save some for the honeymoon. It'll be fine. So no kissing and hugging in the halls. We've seen enough. And on your own time, I really wouldn't do that either on your own time. But as long as it's not on my time, I'm not going to be there hovering over you watching, and I'm not subjected to it. So anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. On a serious note, please be careful on the way home. Do not drive fast out of here. Take your time. Okay, it's not important. There's nothing so important that we've got to drive carelessly. It's going to be raining pretty hard. So everybody have a safe day. And do good on the benchmarks. See ya.
I love it. Nice little message. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cut the Blue Wire Radio.
We have returned after our hiatus.
Hiatus.
Our unintentional hiatus.
Fucking Google AI.
Real quick, was this ever an issue at your school growing up?
No, man.
Girls wearing horribly. I remember I think it was probably 9th grade when I actually got a flyer from my health teacher about this.
Really, like about the clothing?
Yeah, about clothing. And it actually straight up said that the way that girls were dressing was distracting people. Men, boys. And I was so baffled, not because I didn't understand what they were saying, but I was never distracted by the stupid things these girls was wearing. I don't know if maybe even at that point I wasn't as normie as the people I went to school with.
I mean, I only had maybe 5 girls in my school, so.
Ooh, what a sausage fest. What's up with that, dude?
Technical school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna be a problem there. It probably is now. You probably got quite a few trannies wearing skirts that are distracting.
I think I was just in time to get away from all that shit. I'm so happy about that, though.
Yeah,
Imagine.
That was also the year my school got a gay-straight alliance. And me and my friends, dude, this is the innocent time that this was. Me and my friends said, hey, if they could have a gay-straight alliance, we'll make an anti-gay-straight alliance. They had Gay Straight Alliance shirts, so we just like got a white T-shirt. I never wore one, but one of the other guys did. They wrote anti-Gay Straight Alliance on it, and like that day, the principal took it away and gave him like some like grungy ass gym shirt to wear. It caused a big commotion between these like four people and I. Like, why could they have a Gay Straight Alliance, but we can't have an anti-Gay Straight Alliance?
I was gonna ask, like, how did you get away with it? But I guess you didn't.
It was, yeah, no, we didn't get away with it, but we didn't really get in trouble either. It's not like all of a sudden we were homophobes or anything, you know? It was 2010, 2009. So
Yeah, it
like,
was pretty acceptable back then.
yeah. Even people were like, wow, that's fucked up, and like that was it. Like a week later, there was something else to like worry about.
Yeah. Shall we go to our first topic?
Yes, so we were having an issue with SyncTube. Is that happening right now?
Yeah. Let's let me send you the link again to
Yeah.
our new SyncTube. I hate this site, but it seems to be the only one that you can use for this. All the others
Yes.
are even worse.
Yes.
Do you see it?
Yep, I'm jumping into it right about now.
Let me pull it up on stream.
See, it's so weird. It says I'm the only person in there again.
Don't worry. I'll do some quick magic.
Make it happen, dude.
Everybody can see the behind the scenes. Okay. Some people might have already seen this one. It's an old one, but
We can't show the who would you discriminate video.
yeah. We might have done some stuff, but I don't want to risk getting banned again. The ban, by the way, I'm certain it was the AI. The AI banned us.
They either saw the ABC logo or the What Would You Do logo or both. Who fucking knows?
Maybe his face. Yeah, I don't think it was any like recognition,
So ridiculous.
voice recognition. It was they just looked at the screen. Fucking AIs. I thought they were racist, but I guess we were wrong.
No, not everyone's the perfect take.
Okay. Let's see if this will work now.
Yeah, give it a play.
No? I guess you'll have to follow along another way. It's
Okay.
I can see it right here. It's
We'll have to
Okay.
just go ghetto and do
Yeah.
one countdown. Ready?
Oh, want me to count down? Okay.
Yes, please.
3, 2, 1, go. Love this music.
Oh yes.
I do not fucking tolerate fucking racist. You are a horrible fucking
Not just a
human
fucking
being.
racist, but a fucking racist. That's the only way I will allow anyone to address me.
This music is hilarious.
It makes me want to play Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
Doing this like to the world. What the fuck is wrong with people?
Look at that face.
I love
What is
that.
fucking wrong with you?
I love that says tolerant leftist.
Yeah.
Hail Western journalism. The
Liberal
fucking Andy
tolerance
Worth in
at
the
hand.
background, BTW.
I do not fucking tolerate fucking racist. You are a horrible fucking human being. I hope you go home and you feel fucking ashamed of yourself. For what? For fucking being a fucking racist. Fucking human piece of shit.
I think that's definitely illegal there to stop that person. This is assault.
Stop that woman. Like,
Yeah, well, the rest isn't important. I mean, the guy who's she's insulting was wearing a MAGA hat for the people who didn't get the context.
yes.
But I think he was a libertarian, one of those people who what is it, sovereign citizens?
Oh god.
He sounded like that.
Yeah.
Still.
He
Oh.
should have like called out to the woman, you're being detained now, man. You like being detained.
I don't think back when this was out that ice was such a huge thing, but otherwise, definitely.
Yes.
Also, did you see her fish mouth? Why does
Yeah,
every
she's
leftist have that?
she's just, I don't know. It could go several ways. It could go the story route. It can go just like the politics shape your fucking physical features route. A little bit of both. I mean,
Let's
who
start
knows?
with a little story.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I got some service industry MAGA experiences, and I'm gonna start off with a little bit of a soft one, and then I'm gonna move forward. I've
Yeah.
never had like a big breakout or anything. I've never seen this. I've never seen a guest be called a fucking racist. If that happened, I definitely
Maybe
would say
one
it to
fucking,
him.
but not two.
Yeah, yeah, no, I've not witnessed that yet. So this is the first time I ever talked to anybody that was a Trump supporter. They was before Trump was elected, so it was maybe a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I get this table, and it's a white boomer male, a white boomer lady, a younger blonde lady, and a Mexican. And I get to
Warning.
this tape. Yeah, I know. I get. Yeah, I know, right? Well, see, that's why it catches me off guard. So it's like a really normal table, and at the end when they're like paying with their credit card, the credit card didn't work or something, and they say, "Oh, thanks a lot, Obama," and I let out a laugh. And they're like, "Yeah, you like think that's funny? Yeah, we're Trump supporters." And I'm like thinking to myself, "What the fuck, Trump supporters?" And they could see the facial expression and the way my eyes immediately shot to the Mexican. Like I know they did it. How could you not? Yeah, and they were from like California too. Like they were visiting up the city, and
I mean, the Mexican sort of explains that.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. There's like the first Trump supporter experience I ever had, and it was a fucking three whites and a Mexican, and like they even like pointed. Dude, he was like the fucking example. Like they point at him when they said yeah, look, we're Trump supporters. They point to the Mexican. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here.
Trump
Maybe
loves
like
Mexicans.
maybe the wife, I mean the Mexican's girlfriend was a Trump supporter, and like she fucked Trump into him. I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah.
I don't, was it a couple? Maybe it was
Yeah.
their adopted Mexican. They're from
Yeah,
California,
that's
man.
it.
You never know.
What you gonna do?
Uh,
Now, and then when they were leaving, I remember I asked them as they were leaving, like, "Are y'all really Trump supporters?" And I think they took offense to that because, like, all of a sudden they like got very snappy with me and like, "Yeah, of course we are."
well, I mean, being
And
from
that's
California, they probably hear that all the time.
yeah. Well, the thing is that was not so much anymore now that he's elected, but back before he was elected, if I ever communicated with someone wearing like MAGA gear, they were always defensive. And I understand like you are going to be verbally attacked most of the time you're wearing that. Um, but it's kind of sucks for me. I can't just like walk up and be like, "Hey, dude." I remember I was sitting outside with this girl, and these three dudes in MAGA hats walked past us from the restaurant, and I shouted, "God Emperor win." And they like just turned their head and gave me like the stupidest look, and they were like, "What are you talking about?" And they just like walked away. And then the girl turned to me. She's like, "What were you talking about?" I'm like, "Don't even worry about it."
They must have been the most normie of Trump supporters.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe you needed your Kekistan shirt.
Yeah, and then they'd understand. They
Yeah.
know.
Oh, he's a memer.
All right, now, so for the actual for the big chunk story here.
Yeah.
This is after the election. I'm not seeing too much MAGA gear anymore. I moved in the restaurant I was working at the time. I moved up a bit, so I was actually training some workers at the time. And I went into the side to get some tea, and this lady who got this table of people that were wearing MAGA hats. She wasn't a Mexican. She's like a brown Asian. She's like freaking out, and she's like, "Oh, I don't have to do this. I don't need to. I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm like, what's going on? As I'm filling up my tea, very classy. And she's like, I got this fucking racist at my table. I'm like, yo, racist at your table? And she's like, yeah, like he's wearing a "Make America Great Again" hat. I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, yeah, he makes me uncomfortable. I'm like, why? And he's like, well, everything that like slogan stands for, like, it makes me feel like I'm not welcome here. I'm like, I didn't dig in because I can't, I can't go any further than that. Okay. So I'm like, I'll get this settled. I go to the manager, who was a woman, and she's like,
Fucking
oh, I
hell.
saw him. I'm like, okay, so what are you going to do? She's like, well, I don't want to talk to him. I'm like, you don't want to talk to the guest? She's like, yeah, I don't want to talk to him. He's like, he's disgusting. I'm like, what are you talking about? So I go back to I don't even tell them what my plan is. I go back to my table of tradies and I say, hey, we have a table that no one's serving right now, so I'm going to have to go off and on. You guys just read the book. I'm going to do a few things over there. I'm going to come back. Help
Read
you
a
out,
book?
Go back. Yeah, we got like a training manual.
Oh.
Yeah. Some people you have to teach how to serve food. It's amazing. I know it's women. It's women, They tend to make the most money because, they got cleavage and shit, but they just don't know how to do the job. They don't know how to prioritize.
Isn't it just like putting it on the table?
Well, if you have like 6 tables at once, you have to actually start like prioritizing in your head.
Yeah, okay.
It does become kind of a mind game. But anyway, do digress. Where was I? Oh yeah, so I go over the table, and these guys are like, they're from the country. They're visiting the city. They look like they're straight out of Duck Dynasty, to be honest.
I like
They're
it.
fucking nice. They're fucking nicest guys in the world, dude. They just look at me. I'm like, hey, my name's Bard. I'm gonna be helping you out right now. Your server's like a little busy right now. And they're just so nice. There's nothing going on. They didn't mention Trump, of course. He's just wearing the hat,
Yeah, well, they're not leftists, so they're not gonna vote.
Yeah, no, they're not
be
gonna
vocal
stop their
about it.
shit or anything. And I'm going back to my table with the trainees. The manager pops by and they're like, "So how's that table going?" And I'm like, "Do you want to like deal with that yet?" And she's like, "No, you looks like you got it under control." So there's why women should not be in charge because they get way too emotional. But I mean, we already know that.
You should have said that they were asking why there's a dirty Asian working here.
Yeah. Like, they told me that the wall got 10 feet taller because there's some brown Asian.
They asked if you were illegal or not.
Well, so there's not much more to it because they were just a normal table. They came in several times afterwards asking for me, and they would always leave me a fat tip. I think we had a mutual understanding. Not of Trump, just of being white men.
I thought like hating women or something.
Like I said, we were both white men.
Yeah, okay.
I remember I asked my trainees once the table left, I said, would you all ever like refuse to serve a table for wearing Trump gear? And one of them said no. One of them straight up said no. One of them said like they kind of feel weird about it, but they'd still do it. And then the last one just like straight up said that they would not serve them. And I looked at them. I'm like, yeah, this is your fucking job. Yeah, you can't fucking know. I did tell them this, but like if I could just like not serve a table because they're wearing a hijab, I'd fucking do it every time. Fuck that.
Oh god, I mean the fact that these people think like that, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. It's just like it shows how emotional they can be.
I'd
To look at some dude's hat and be like, "Wow, as a legal American, this guy wants me out of here." Like, no, that's not it. That's not what Trump wants. It might be what
the real cool kids
other
want.
groups. Yeah.
The righteous.
Oh man.
They got another few years before we could come out.
Yeah.
Oh,
At least.
we god.
We need Salvini's guidance on that one. By the way, do you still have the video of Salvini up? We didn't want to get to watch that last time.
Oh god. No, I don't think I have that.
Okay.
No.
I just wanted to read the subtitles again where he says that Italy needs more Italian babies and less blacks. It does me good.
Quoting straight from my comfort there. Do you also want to talk about the black people?
Uh, yeah, I guess I can mention that one.
I really
Pretty
like that.
much. Well, yeah, I'll talk about it. Pretty much what happened to give all the goods is that we had a table of about 12 young,
Vibrant.
fruitful, vibrant, straight A basketball star youth walk into the restaurant. And again, I mentioned this like a few streams ago, but working at these restaurants makes you racist. And
Yeah.
you see this table and everybody, no matter what fucking dude, even the black people are crossing their fingers saying, "I do not want this table. I do not want this table."
Yeah. Well,
And
why
they
would
sit
you?
down.
Cause you know they won't tip.
Yeah, well, for first of all, they're teenagers, and even white teenagers don't have money.
Yeah.
They're paying their bill with their chore money. I'm gonna say, oh yeah, so when this happened, somebody in the restaurant called beforehand mall security because this shit happens all the time. And someone called beforehand our mall security and said, "Hey, there's some suspicious figures in our restaurant."
Yeah, how do you explain that? Like, what's
Yeah,
suspicious
you can't
about
even be
them?
like, yeah, there's some chimps. I mean, yeah. So they said that they'd stay around, they patrol the area.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, these kids were annoying as shit. Only 2 of them ordered, and they ordered like the most expensive things, and the rest of them were just mooching off like sides and stuff like that.
Is that even allowed?
I mean, no. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah, okay.
You'd be like, "Excuse me, if you don't order anything, we're gonna have to kick you out." 'Cause then I'm gonna end up on what would you do? But they were so annoying. I kept walking by them, and the people who didn't order food would be like, "Hey, when's my boy's food coming out? It's been forever." And, like the first time I was cool with them, I'm like, "Oh yeah, it should just be like 5 or 6 minutes." But then like every time I passed by, every minute, he'd be like, "Hey man, hey," and like I got to the point where I wouldn't even look at him. I just like walk right past him because I knew where this was going.
You white boy.
Yeah, hey, white boy, man, come over here. Refill my water.
No, I can
when the food
imagine it.
When the food got dropped, and I saw them like all just kind of like fucking taking one bite, and then the bowls were done. They like literally like did a, "Alright, shit, man, let's get out of here." Like I'm not even joking.
They
like,
said that.
They exclaimed that they were leaving, and they all just got out. And the
Stealthy.
big fucking black shadow. Yeah, I know, dude. Fucking agility 99.
Exactly.
They've been really working on these rooftop agility courses, and they bust through the doors, but the mall cop is there, and surprisingly, this mall cop did a good job because he caught a few, and then a good number of them ran to a different store, and when they came out, he was waiting for him, and supposedly he clotheslined one of them.
What the hell? Does he
This
still
mall
have his
cop
job?
Yeah.
Hardcore.
I assume so. But yeah, this mall cop fucking clotheslined a 16-year-old youth.
Nice.
Fucking sick, dude.
But
That's fucking base.
How
Base mall cop.
base mall cop. How dumb are these vibrant youths to like just go in a different store? Why wouldn't you leave, you morons?
Yeah, they went into a store where they probably thought they could hide, and for some reason they hid for about 30 seconds and thought, "Alright, the coast is clear."
Well, I mean, I guess they were just thinking, well, he probably has our attention span. Maybe they already forgot.
Alright, like, we be running from something? We steal something else.
Just checking their pockets. No, we fine, man. We fine. Fucking hell. Yeah, no, I love that story.
On the topic, since we're Nig posting.
Okay. Do your
You
best
don't
Nick
have-
post.
I know you don't have many Nigs where you are, so I don't think this is gonna.
Well,
but
it's starting to increase.
all right. Well, so at our grocery stores, since I live in Burgerland, we have those like those motorized grocery carts, you know?
I think I
Where the
know what
fat
you mean.
People, the fat
Yeah.
people sit in them and they can just like roll around the fucking grocery store.
Oh
It's
god,
just
yeah. I've
disgusting.
seen
Such a
that.
disgusting premises. But something about those taps into the laziness of niggers and like totally able-bodied black men just ride those.
I can
And
imagine.
they think it's so funny too. They're just like laughing at themselves and rolling. Dude, yesterday, I think that maybe like a few days ago, I was at the grocery store and I saw this, and his like fat baboon of a girlfriend was walking around, but this fucking man is just riding on it. They're both like in their 20s. They're fine. They can
What
walk.
the hell? How
Yeah,
fat
leave
were
that-
they?
They weren't. Well, the girlfriend was like bigger, but she was able to walk. So if she was able to walk, that guy should have walking. You need to leave those for my poor overweight burger ladies.
Yeah. We have enough
hate-
white ladies with diabetes.
Yeah. I hate those motorized things. They're
I think if you need that, you have bigger problems.
yeah. Oh, nice one. Yeah, I feel like most of the people that are on them, like I guess I've seen like some disabled vets and stuff like that that get big on those things. It's like kind of understandable, but for
Yeah.
the most part, like get up, walk. It'll get easier, I promise.
Maybe start like by pushing them, just going step by step.
Exactly. One last
Okay.
time for one last Nick post.
Okay, yeah, go ahead, man.
Very quick one.
You seem to have a lot. Do you have some pent up feelings about them?
Well, dude, I went a whole week last week without talking about this over stream.
That's true. That's true. Let out the
What
hate.
can I say? I'm walking down the street and I see the heartwarming sight of a African American father pushing a baby cart.
A baby
carriage.
cart, yeah.
I mean, you know,
It's Ben.
a monkey cage, whatever. Pushing it down the road. It's wonderful to see him stepping up to, you know, the responsibilities of being a parent.
Did he steal it?
maybe like stole the carriage. Like, ah, shit, man.
There's a key in this.
Shit. But as I walk past the kids, the quick one, I look down at them, and they're both pointing fucking gun fingers at me.
How old
Like,
were they?
They're definitely like 2 or 3.
It's in the
They're
genes,
like-
man.
Yeah, I know. They're fucking mean mugging me and just putting up the gun fingers, and I just started laughing. The dad's on his phone, so he probably didn't pay attention, but I just started laughing. But it is what it is.
Oh god. You should have taken the
didn't-
picture. I think he wouldn't have minded.
Everyone be like, shit, let me get a picture of these G's. These are 2 original gangsters right here.
Oh god.
Okay. Catching my breath. That was a lot of whew.
A lot of Nick posting. They
Okay.
don't ban us for that, but they ban us for showing I always forget his name, but what would you do guy's face?
No, you can't even say the name. It's not safe.
No.
Who would you discriminate?
How can you even pronounce it? Have you looked it up? It's fucking it's
No,
insane.
I don't. Isn't it like John Queer? John Queerenius? I
Yeah.
don't know. It's some fucking Mexican shit.
He doesn't look Mexican, he looks Asian Indian
I
hybrid.
think it's like when I was looking at his biographies, half of them said Asian born and then half of them said Hispanic. So I don't know. He's just
Other.
yeah, other being.
Wanna watch our next one?
Yeah,
The
so
hot one?
I've been excited to watch this because I
Ah.
again supposed to watch it last week
Yeah, I don't.
and I've been holding off.
I mean, we can try another sync tube. But
Let's just count
no.
down.
Yeah, let's just count
I
down. Do
know
you have
it's
it
better.
open?
Let me open it up. Or yeah, I'm gonna have to open up Sync Tube and then get open. Or actually, let's just look it up. I've always wanted to type in this question onto YouTube. What's it like to be a sex worker?
Don't let the thumbnail fool you. The one on the left is by far the best. The one on the right is more how they look.
Oh,
And major trigger warnings. There's no explicit nudity, but don't eat while watching. Do not eat while watching.
So if you ever have to pause, just let me know.
Sure.
Count me down.
You know what? I'm gonna... Hold on, let me start this up here. I better just watch that on YouTube. Oh,
Might as well.
it's age inappropriate.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna log in with my...
For Lindsay Irene shoots with a variety of sex workers in their homes in hopes of increasing the understanding of who they are as people. Yeah, bunch of wasted wombs.
Let me just...
Why are the comments disabled for this video? So much for the tolerant left, am I right?
Let's see here.
Uh-oh, you can't sign in?
Yeah, I'm gonna just show it on another browser. Don't worry.
Okay.
There we go. Much better. Okay. I'm gonna count us down.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go.
I'm going through so much of just making sure that I'm being transparent enough. That
This is not a man.
Them being mindful of their feelings, because I know it's a very, very sensitive topic.
Is that a man?
Because once you
Yeah,
show
they
your
all look
face,
like one.
there's no going back.
That's a man. I'm never gonna pay for a sex worker.
Toronto, Canada. How is that not a surprise?
So right now I'm going over
Color me
the
shocked,
boudoir
bro.
shoots from yesterday with Violet.
Yeah, this is what I mean with
So
trigger
I've
warning.
Just been going through the selection process and
So what
seeing
was
which ones
that?
I'm going to send to them.
Did people fap to that?
I think it's like some weird fetish.
The boobs touching other boobs. It's when you prep for them to come.
Ah. That smile.
These are to create revenue for them. So these are ones that are going to be fulfilling more of a fantasy.
This is new.
what fantasy is this?
A lot of friends in the industry. One of my girlfriends, she asked if I would do a shoot for her, and so I did. And so she posted them, and it got a really great reaction. And then soon I had other people. It just quickly grew into this business for me, which I love. Yeah, I just want to see like all of that butt. That is a big butt.
That is a big
Our very
butt.
first paid
I
client
fear
was
for
a
that
plus
dog,
size
dude.
girl, which is something
Yeah.
that like a lot of photographers.
This
in
one
the
looks so
industry,
weird.
They don't really know how to accentuate like our natural beauty because it's so common.
I don't even
for
know
everyone
what to
be,
say.
like,
This is just
what
so
we call
repulsive and
spinners,
off-putting.
because like you can spin them on your dick because they're so tiny.
Spin him on your dick. Oh god.
I'm gonna suck your dick, look.
In my mouth.
But like I just love how she makes everyone look beautiful. And I also really trust her as a photographer because she's
Was
female.
that fabled feminist humor?
So, okay, I'll let you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
I'm friends with so many sex workers, and I see the
Ooh,
stigmas
little
that
celebration.
they face outside of the sex worker community.
Being a whore. Oh, look at that dog's eyes. That's damage there.
I've been collecting stock images. When I've been researching articles, a lot of
This
the
girl
views
looks
that
better
I'm
than all of the other ones
given
combined.
is This faceless woman leaning into a car.
Stock images.
Though there are people that do,
Yeah.
we don't all do
What
that.
a sad
There's
life.
more than just that sort of archetype
A
of an
meaningless
escort. Like
existence.
that's, like with me, like I walk down the street, people don't even realize.
People don't realize if you walk, I doubt that.
There's no way of just looking at someone and knowing they're a sex worker. They would just like look like someone like me.
Does it look like she has vampire
Some
teeth?
of us have families, some of
She's
us have
definitely got fucking
kids. Like
snaggle teeth,
I have
that's
my
for
two
sure.
little idiot dogs that like to be part of everything.
Are you gonna get it?
Those aren't kids.
You gonna get
You're
it?
useless.
Such an ugly dog.
Hey, buddy.
I've
Oh,
always had this
100%.
idea rolling around in my head for a long time about how can I show sex workers as people. And then I thought, like, well, what better way of just showing them in their home?
Yeah, this is all very natural.
Give him the suck your cock look.
So the goal of the Home Lives of Sex Workers project is to help shift the public's perception of what it means to be a sex worker.
I mean, how does that even
It's
work?
important for the
Do they
world to see
consider
that these are real people and they're
being
doing a real
models
job.
a
Okay, hold on, pause.
Also, one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
Ha-
Do they consider sex worker like a model? Because that's not what they're doing. Or are they prostitutes?
They never give a clear answer, but I don't think these are pretty enough to be prostitute. I think most of them just have, you know, probably
But
those
this is-
tumblers or whatever.
This is Canada, though.
Yeah, okay,
And
that's
like,
true.
it can, like, imagine a Canadian male like getting to the prostitute lineup, and he's like, "These chicks are ugly." They'd be like, "What are you, some kind of body shaming bigot?" Like, no, I'll take the XL one. I'll take the XL one.
Give me the fat one who looks like 10 different races and has weird hair.
And then on the side, I want the one with vampire teeth. And yeah. Alright, what were you saying?
Like, these pictures are supposed to make us change our opinions. Like, weird arty pictures about sex workers
it's
sitting in places they'd
reinforcing.
never do.
It's reinforcing my opinion, TBH.
Let's
It's like, with her clothes on, I assume she's ugly. Then she took her clothes off. It's like, oh yeah, well.
she's
surprise,
actually a
ugly.
beauty.
No. Okay, we good?
Yeah, 3,
Alright.
2, 1, go.
Ones is definitely Vivian. When you look at it, you don't really know what's happening, and it raises a lot of questions. Who are they? How do they know
Is
each
this an
other?
open relationship picture?
Is he gay? How many black men does she sleep with?
She's reading, the fact that she's vaping.
Broke
The
millennial.
art that's on the wall, it really speaks to who she is. That's the great thing about a photo, is that it starts a conversation.
It starts a
I really want to
conversation.
show all of it. I want to show people who love what they do and are super successful.
the
And I want to show
conversation is,
people
"Where's
who've
your
done
dad?"
survival sex work.
She looks like a cat lady.
When I started doing the Home Life project, so the people that I reached out to first were my friends, and then from there I would go outside my social circle, and then and one of you. Okay, yeah, sure. What I'm doing is I go into the
The only attractive
I'm
one.
observing how they live. I'm observing like how they present themselves.
even
A lot of these people.
Well, I mean, compared to the others.
I'm meeting for the first time when I walk
She
in
looks
the
like
door.
a sex bot.
Yeah, she doesn't look real, does she?
Humanizes sex workers because it kind of gives a perspective that clients or anyone else outside of that whole
Whoa.
hobbyist community would be
Whoa.
able to see.
Dude,
Cleaning?
I talked to this
I clean.
damage ass stripper.
I
a few
have
weeks ago.
invested.
She had
Hold on,
the
pause,
same-
pause. Okay, I go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I talked to this damage ass stripper at like a party a few weeks ago, and she had the same exact voice as this lady.
She sounds retarded and she looks retarded. Is this Hannah?
She had a pretty much, right?
It's Hannah Hayes, guys. She's back.
Alrighty.
Okay,
That's,
3.
I can't believe we're only halfway through.
it gets worse. 3, 2, 1, go.
My time, I've invested my own money. Like, happily, like, I care about it. I'm doing it because this is such an important thing. It's about trying to have...
She's trying to rationalize wasting her money.
For what they are. Real people. So yeah, do you
Yeah, this
have,
looks so
like,
real.
A difference of how you present yourself
I don't
online,
think she
or how you present
cleans.
yourself
Look at
in your
her.
day-to-day life?
Oh yeah, I'm a very ordinary person.
I'm a very
I
ordinary
don't
person.
take lessons and rock climb and like travel halfway across the world. I just watch Netflix and I go grocery shopping and sometimes I go to the gym and I cuddle with my boyfriend and I sleep.
Okay.
That's what I do.
She looks so
What
dumb.
is the most important aspect to marketing for you?
I would say good photos. The boudoir shoot was for advertising purposes. Hopefully I'll put it on my website.
They're only doing this
So
because they get
important to put
advertisement.
face
That's
to a
obvious.
sex worker. If society could see that, then perhaps they could see them as people, and people deserve to have rights, and people deserve to
Wait, how do these
live.
pictures make them look like people?
But there is such a large
the fuck? I love
population
sex
of sex
workers
workers
now.
that do not put their face.
My eye
Organs.
opens.
What made you want to show your face?
I guess it was just like a stance that I took. I was willing to
Right.
take this.
It looks like she put a lot of thought into this.
Family about what I did.
sounds
My
like
mother
she knew
still
she was a
had a lot
whore,
of
so she might as well
stigma-fueled
just, like,
misconceptions about sex
go all
work,
out.
and yeah, she thought I was being coerced or manipulated into doing this.
This hoe read some
When
Nietzsche.
in actuality,
Get
I
behind
did a
the
lot
camera.
of research into the industry before I started.
Kind of part your lips a little bit.
I totally understand why some women wouldn't show their faces, but I feel like change starts at the individual level. If I'm
Deep.
in a privileged spot where I don't risk losing too much, I should do it.
She looks so
do
sad.
acknowledge that it's usually white sex workers that are out more so than sex workers of color. But the sex worker community is very diverse.
I don't want to hear about
And
It's so
I am
diverse.
struggling of finding sex workers of color who will show their face.
Okay, hold on, pause.
No.
Pause.
I see something in the reflection.
Is this a surprise to anybody? I mean, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, we're showing this on stream.
Oy vey.
Oy vey.
Okay.
I mean, her nasal was kind of Jewish, let's be honest. And then when you see that,
Is it hers?
well, I mean, I think this is her home. What do you think? It's her pimp?
I don't know. I thought maybe it's just convenient placement. Fucking just throw a menorah in there.
Maybe one of the agents of the girls put it in.
Yes. Alright, shall we continue?
I just want to say, I think it's no surprise that she has problems finding non-whites who actually want to be in this film, because non-whites actually have some more, I guess, shame about this stuff.
Yeah, it's definitely something that's picking up in Western society, I think.
They have one here that
Slutty revolution of women.
slutty devolute. No, that doesn't exist. Never mind.
Oh.
Oh god. Well, they have one here, the Indian chick, but I don't know if that counts as a woman.
Oh, is that what that is? I thought it was just like a giant turd in the window.
Okay, shall we go?
Yes, yes, yes.
3, 2, 1, go.
So,
Oy vey.
move this if that's okay.
Hey,
So,
get
thank
another
you so
shot
much
with the
for
menorah.
reaching out to me. What made you
I
want
love her
to
nose ring.
participate?
These clearly
Yeah, it
were
really
taken with a
distracts
lot
me
of
from her
respect for the
fucking-
people involved.
It doesn't help that she looks
So,
like a
just
cow.
Who is this person?
This feels like really you. I'm seeing your books. I'm seeing your record player, your little knickknacks,
This is
and
gonna turn
How
out so
sad.
And
I've done
revolutionize.
a wide variety of sex work. Most recently, done
Just sit
like,
there and look away
escorting.
from the
I've been doing
camera.
porn sort of on and off.
It's
for the last
deep.
10 years.
She's looking at the menorah.
So I think as soon as my partner and I
Her
sort
eyes
of
are
had
drawn
a
to
discussion
it.
that
She
we
doesn't know
wanted
why.
to try to have a baby, and I'm pregnant now. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That she's
But
fat.
I sort of.
I think she's
felt
both
more comfortable
fat and
Yeah,
pregnant.
now she has an
in
excuse,
terms
I
of,
guess.
Unless she has her baby in her
I feel
arms.
like I have to hustle as hard at this point in my life. Like I can actually sort of take a break. And again, I have a lot of privilege in a lot of ways to say this. But if somebody was like, "Hey, man, you've done like fat porn, or you're like a whore and you have sex," it's like you're just sort of stating facts. At this point.
Yeah,
I don't
it is a fact that you're a fat whore.
And
That's
some people
true.
Are very like, "How could you do this?" But that's their problem. And I think that to use the privilege and the space that I have to sort of speak up,
She has a lot of space
I'm
that
gonna
she
do that,
takes.
especially as a person of color. Can you see the future for me as an older person? Yeah.
Yeah, Asian cat lady.
When people are marginalized by class or race, especially racialized folks, like there's the extra pressure that positions many of us as either hypersexual or of having a deviant sexuality, of being
Sluts.
immoral already. There are sort of a lot of intersections and layers around the stigma. It's not just the work, but
It looks like she's on drugs, the interview lady.
I think I've seen some comments saying like, "Oh, I wonder if that person knew what the photo was being used for." The people who are in the project, they're in it because they really care about this issue. They want to have a say in how this industry is represented. Having their trust is so important to me.
Oh.
Like, if the public doesn't like what I'm doing, that's okay. I'm not doing this to make everyone happy.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop it. Hold on. There's another copyright message. Okay,
Twice, too.
is it gone?
No, it's still there.
Okay, wait. I have a fix for that. Don't worry, guys. Look, look.
Oh, is it gonna happen?
I put the thingies on. We're not banned, right?
Nope, we're good. We're good.
We're good?
Yes. I'm
Is
so
it gone?
happy. No, I don't know if it's not gone yet, but I like the meme value of it.
I made it especially for that because I knew it might happen.
There's 30 seconds left, though. I mean.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just not risk it in case we get
Okay.
banned.
Okay.
There's not much special anymore. The menorah was the best. I'm just gonna fast forward it a little bit to
It's
show
so
the.
weird that it came up when the menorah showed up.
Really?
I'm not even joking.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not really surprised. Also,
Now, Vice isn't copywritten, is it?
well, I don't know. Maybe. I guess it has to be. I went to the end of the video because I really like their suggestion. The suggested video, how to treat strippers according to strippers.
Oh man, I had that conversation.
Okay, I'm gonna put the.
Listening to a stripper try to justify their job is the most retarded thing that I've ever put myself through.
Well, what do they even say? Like, what can you say?
Oh god, Stephen Colbert came on. Let me turn that off. I just remember at one point I was being told that like she's so sick of how toxic like masculinity is, and that's disgusting that men show up to strip clubs to watch us like show our bodies.
Isn't that their job?
Well, look, then she does a whole 360, but she's like, but at the same time, I'm telling myself, well, if the opportunity's there, why aren't I taking it? Like, this is what society's pushing me to do. I'm like, no.
No.
Well, yes, I guess. I guess
No.
it's true, but...
How? How is society pushing her?
Well, it's just if she doesn't fucking, how can I say this? Overly sexualize herself, she's not a powerful, empowered woman.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that maybe like that's her reasoning. I'm guessing. I'm trying to find the logic in this damage brain is what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. I guess the logic was lost as soon as she's like, oh, I guess I'm gonna slut it up.
Yeah, I know. Like I could really think down deep and remember what she was telling me, but there's no point because I was just blanking out.
I mean, if she's anything like the people in this video, let's be honest, there's not gonna be a lot of smart ideas. These people thought that it was like really insightful to show pictures of you like reading a book and how that shows your personality. I mean, if that's your personality.
It's not just about the book, dude. Look at the whole picture. She's reading a book. She's looking at the menorah.
That's true.
It sparks a conversation, dude.
Well, remember, one of them was reading a book that was called Broken Millennial. I mean, I don't know if that's foreshadowing or how you would call it, but what the hell? Why would you? Should we go to the not the sex work, but the cuck work, I guess?
Yeah.
We found.
Get that art. Go ahead.
We found one article with a lot of potential. It has like 9 mini stories, and well, about half of them are really fucking good. Should I leave the little "what would you do" faces?
Yeah,
I'll have him.
Leave it there.
I'll have him at the top of the page. How about that?
I love it.
So he can watch with us.
Alright, so I'm gonna read these. You want to scroll on down to number 1?
Maybe first let's have a little look at the title here.
Oh yes. Delivery room workers explain what happens when a baby clearly isn't their father's.
So cuckstories.jpg.
Yeah, pretty much. Although that first picture, not the first one, but the second one with the father and the baby, is that a white baby or?
No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it.
then that might be like the only natural.
I mean, he looks like a half-blood, and the child looks not that white, and they get darker over time, I think, the black ones. And the white ones get whiter over time, I don't know. Fucking weird.
Okay, shall we?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Someone, this is the first one. Sometimes you've got to make the best out of a bad situation.
The picture
And
is
what
a very good indicator of what's going on.
Hey, infidelity happens. When you realize that you've only got a 50% chance of being a father, still don't, I'm not even gonna wrap my head around that. You might as well see it through before making any irrational decisions.
So this is like woman Matt right here. I still don't know what they mean. 50%
Yeah.
chance how? What the fuck is going on here?
Like my only guess is that they're talking about if there's another father in the picture, it's either yours or it's his.
Yeah, okay, it's probably dad, but
I mean, yeah, it's.
so they're
stupid
assuming that in every case there's another guy? Well, maybe
Yeah.
that's true for the writer though, so I guess we'll let it slide.
And hey, it's 2018. We have women that have 4 potential fathers these days, so it's a 25% chance.
Oh
Okay,
god.
so we're gonna. Sorry. Okay. So this
Okay.
Reddit user is a. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Was that obstetrician?
Wait,
What
where is?
that? Let's read. Let me define that. That's past me. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how
Study
you pronounce it.
it's a study of childbirth. But anyway, she tells how a woman recently visited his office with her husband and her boyfriends. They don't know who the father is, and they can't find out until the baby is born, she explained. So both men want to be there during doctor appointments and the birth.
How cocked is the husband? What the fuck?
Look at the hand picture. We're all in this together.
I hope that's not them.
That seems like an incredibly awkward situation, but to their credit, both of the potential fathers stepped up to the plate. The two men were surprisingly cordial with each other, but I'm betting they'll run a paternity test before the umbilical cord is even cut. For what it's worth, they can actually determine paternity prior to birth, but the current method involves a sampling procedure that could potentially endanger the fetus. Okay, so that's definitely not worth it. The only people that do that is probably niggers.
I mean, yeah, they have enough anyway.
Determine that instead, anyway. So here's my question for you.
All right.
What I'm not gonna say that you would ever be in this situation. Let's just say you have a friend who's in this situation.
Right.
Would you Would you recommend that? Because obviously he'd need to leave the woman because the woman's a whore.
Yeah.
Stand
True.
by this woman during a pregnancy of a baby that potentially might not even be yours.
I mean, why would you stay with her even if it's your child during? I mean, the child isn't there.
Yeah, but
I mean, if you
gotta
want to
make
be with
sure
your,
she's not like destroying her life, though. You know.
you gotta take the
Yes.
booze away
Yeah, you gotta take the booze and the cigarettes away, and the meth too.
and the Black Hawk.
No.
Ah.
I'm hoping best case scenario this is an all white situation.
I mean, I think if that's the situation, you're gonna have a problem getting a paternity test to begin with.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, if you have to make these kind of arrangements, it's probably sour enough. So
Yeah.
she's not gonna agree to a paternity test anyway.
Alright,
Just
let me scroll down to number 2.
oh yeah, this one.
In this story, the parentage isn't really up for debate. User IDK Jill is a nurse, and she shared one of the most baffling experiences she's encountered on the job. Once we had a couple come in, just them, she wrote, the father was black and the mother was white. The father was
Oh,
so
boy.
involved, so ecstatic about becoming a father for the second time with this woman. I really doubt
My dick.
My dick. Nothing really seemed off until she started pushing. The baby girl came out, completely white, with blonde hair and blue eyes. In other words, a
Thank
miracle
God.
child. Usually black babies come out a little pale, but this is just straight out white.
Fuck yeah.
Beautiful picture of a white baby.
Reverse cucking.
We had to escort the father out of fear from him. Violent, tipping out, burning down the hospital, killing the mother and the child. But he just sat outside the room on the ground with his face in his hands like a little bitch. That was one of the saddest moments I think I've ever seen.
They're probably lying. He chimped out.
Like, smacked her a few times.
Trying to hit the baby. Come at me, bro.
Okay, I got a story, but I'm gonna finish this real quick. The bad news, it gets much, much worse.
Oh.
Odd thing, afterwards though, the mom didn't want the baby and wanted nothing to do with the father, probably out of guilt.
What
So
the
she
hell?
left the responsibility of this baby and their other 2-year-old boy to this man. He didn't even question taking on this child. Now, are they talking about the black father or the white father?
I mean, I don't know what the hell. What's wrong with
Yeah,
his
it's very
mother?
cute. Oh, yeah, I know, but it did say she had another kid with this guy, so I'm assuming she left the white baby girl with the black man, in which case, bad news, it gets much worse indeed.
Why would you? Yeah.
While that's heartbreaking, it's good to know that those kids have at least one great parent.
You mean the chimping out one?
Yeah, nope.
Wait, why does the guy want a child? I mean, it's she that cheated and not him. It came out of her. It's obviously hers.
It's the ultimate cuckoldry, dude. It's pretty much like some Snape level cucking.
What the hell?
Okay.
Oh.
That was my text message. That wasn't my alarm. Don't worry.
Very 80s, in line with Stream Team.
Yes, it's my fast wave ringtone.
I like it.
Okay. What was it was the next one? Ah, yes, number 5.
5. Let's see.
This one's special. We didn't read it, so here we go.
Okay.
All right. So my brother was doing his OBGYN rotation. I think that's childbirth.
Yeah, it is.
In the first birth he ever assisted, the woman had her husband leave the room. That seems odd these days, but nonetheless, my brother had the husband step out for the comfort of the patient.
I mean, I think it's normal to go out of the room as a dad, in my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah,
But to be sent out, that's weird.
No, that's like to be banished. Yeah, no. I think maybe television might have like mainstreamed the idea of like the father being there helping her push.
Yeah, that never happens normally.
And I don't even know if I'd want to be there. Like, they're pretty like, unappealing while having.
I mean, you've seen it before, obviously.
They split in their flesh. They're sweating. They're pooping. I mean, it's gross.
Say that you'll only stay if you get paid as well.
Yeah, exactly. If you're paying attention at all, you know where this was going. The color of the baby's skin wasn't even close to the skin tone of the father.
Again.
Uh-oh. There was Lily, white parents, and a very black baby. Lol. She wanted my brother to stay to talk to her husband, who was about to come back, and he bails on the whole situation. She's playing the odds all the way to the end.
What the hell?
Looks like there's a similar story, but she actually stayed in the room to walk the parents through the uncomfortable moment.
So, got cucked for the first time. We got some brochures for you.
Accepting Cuckoldry. A 4-page pamphlet.
My black baby and I.
I am a nurse working in labor and delivery, she wrote. Most of the time, if the mom thinks the baby may not belong to her boyfriend or husband, she'll just have their friend, sister, mom with them there for the delivery. Then have the dad come to the hospital room after seeing the baby. There are no guarantees because babies can change a lot over a couple of weeks. Many African American babies have very light skin when they are born, which gets darker over time.
Yeah, because they steal the food from the babies around them and get darker.
Was that how they become enriched?
Yeah.
I have had a patient's husband get upset about the baby being too light. They were both black. Until his mom smacked him and told him, "Hey boy, what you doing? This looks like your bit. This is your boy." Shit. Yeah. You paying child support in either way. Alright. Recently I had something interesting happen. A girl comes in labor, with her boyfriend, sister, and a friend.
Her boyfriend, sister. That sounds so much like my wife's son.
Yeah, it's true. Boyfriend, sister, and a friend. The boyfriend doesn't seem too engaged during the process, so that's not uncommon. The baby's born is fine, and the sister sends dad to get some stuff. It is important to note that all the people involved only speak Spanish. Oh my god.
Ooh. Why is that important?
Well, we're gonna find out, I guess. With procedures like delivery, she's certainly not fluent. Okay. As soon as the dad leaves, the sister is like, oh, that's female writing. As soon as the dad leaves, the sister is like, I have a question for you, and then proceeds to say something I can't understand at all. I try to clarify, but I'm just not getting it, so I offer to go into translation. She's like, no, I can't believe I'm actually. I know that I use the word like a lot in my sentences, but I never type like.
Well,
that.
we knew it was a girl, like, from the first sentence.
I mean, this is all a bunch of fucking cucking fantasies. She's like, no, I don't want it to be official. She whips out her phone and through Google Translate asks, how can we get a paternity test in the hospital?
What the hell?
I then have to explain that we really don't do that, but she can get one at CVS. They tell me that the baby doesn't look like the mom's other child with this guy, and it might be someone else's, but they want to check before telling him. So I apologize and tell them how to get a DNA test at CVS, and they cost only about $50.
50
This
ducks?
is the first time I've been asked about paternity testing, but I just had no idea how you say it in Spanish. And then we got this picture.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna scroll down to it so you can all enjoy it. Oh god. It looks so scary.
It is scary. But also the baby looks terrifying too.
It actually looks like a little sociopath.
Yeah. Alright. You don't know anyone else's life circumstances, so it's best to reserve judgment about the choices they've made, or you think they may have made. Not every situation is cut and dry. Plenty of biological fathers leave and do not support their children, and women are not all lying villains.
They got a lot of black parents apparently.
Just treat people with respect and compassion. Oh my god.
I think the title of 6 explains exactly how I feel about 5.
This will make your blood boil, yeah. And that 6th one isn't that good though. The last good one was 9. You there?
Yeah. I was scrolling to it.
Cool. Alright, this one is to relieve your nerves. It says, if you're feeling disappointed in the human race, this last story should provide some relief.
No man, I love the cucking. Especially of the black parents with the white kid.
My aunt is a nurse in the maternity ward. She had a couple come in. They were both very black. The lady has the baby and is extremely white.
Like, how were they very black? What were they doing?
Like, when they walked into the ward, all the vending machine glasses were broken, and all the peppermint candies were missing out of the jar. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
There it is again. The lady has the baby. It is extremely white, like totally pale. Any pigment.
Not misbehaving, just being a good human all around.
You probably think that you know where this one is going, but think again.
Cuckoldry?
They put the baby on her mom, and the mom starts yelling about how this isn't her baby and how they stole her baby. In all fairness, you can be very confused during and after delivery, so it wasn't stupidity.
Well, no, it was because she was very black.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe stupidity, no, but low IQ, surely.
Low IQ and high melanin, I think that was the problem.
Can we take They stole her baby. This is not some like fucking Nigeria magic.
Yeah. I mean, was it a doctor or a witch doctor that delivered the baby?
Just sobbing and freaking out, and the father's just sitting there and looks very confused because he realized even if she did cheat, there's no way the baby would be that white. The doctor and the nurses are trying to assure her that this is her baby and that the skin usually darkens later. Come to find out, ba-bum-ba-bum-bum, when the father called his mother, she pointed out that they have a second cousin who is albino and maybe got that gene. Turns out that's what happened. The baby's albino. So, did that relieve your nerves?
Yeah, no, well, yeah, it did, because I know he got cucked by a white boy. I mean, yeah, like the doctor isn't gonna see that the baby is albino right away. I don't buy that for a second.
Yeah, no, you can see it on the facial structure.
The big
I've
nose.
seen albinos. Yeah, they still got monkey faces. So.
Ooh.
Ooh.
God, no. I don't. I think they just told that to this lady. No, 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 no. It was albino. Two white cock stories probably too much for her.
Yep. So, do we have time for your last bit?
I'm thinking we might just do that next week, cause we're already pretty far in.
Okay.
I mean, if you look at the time, I think, yeah,
Okay,
cause
about
it's like
20.
pretty big one. What did he say?
I said, yeah, we're like an hour and 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I think that's about right. Well, yeah, I can't see it now because our this isn't our stream, obviously, because that's not allowed, and we would never break any rules.
Right. I would never.
No.
Maybe on Minecraft, but in real life,
Yeah.
I would never.
We're actually streaming on Minecraft now, so this is all okay.
Yeah, this is through the Minecraft server for sure.
We put blocks to encode our own stream on Minecraft. Very autistic.
Yeah, we'd go into detail, but I don't think you get it.
I'm happy that we didn't get banned this time.
Yeah, I
Really
know. I have
happy.
a content issue detected still up, so I think maybe they're just watching us. Maybe maybe they just know.
Google viewer, I like it. Okay, well,
Yeah. Do we have anything else? Are we good?
I think we're good.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna play the outro song. See you later, everybody. Have a good time, and don't forget to tune in next time. 4:30 Eastern, 10:30
Good job,
Central
dude.
Europe time.
Good job. We got it this time.
Got it. Made it all the way through without getting banned.
All right, and it will be on this channel for the next 90 days.
Yeah, probably forever. We'll probably
Yeah,
leave it
I
here.
think we agreed we're gonna use the other channel as an archive channel.
Yeah, I think it's
See
best.
where it goes from there.
Because with all those strikes, our main channel's probably gonna get fucked all the time if we leave the VODs up.
Yeah, we actually got a strike on our very first video when we showed the Klansman trailer, I believe.
Yeah, but none of those strikes stopped the live streaming. This was the first time it actually stopped the live streaming. I guess What Would You Do has some very high connections, but we're sponsoring his face now on every stream, so we don't have to worry about that anymore.
Alrighty guys, thanks so much.
Yeah,
Farewell.
see you later.